FDA's got this problem. They've got this finding of the joint panels that this is not a safe product. And so what are they going to do about that? They certainly have to talk about it, don't they, in their final rule? Well, they did talk about it, but instead of admitting what everyone that was interested in the issue knew, that they'd been rejected, the safety of amalgam had been rejected by the joint panels, they never discussed that vote. Instead, the so-called final rule was a combination of the white paper, that's right, the very same white paper that had been rejected by the joint panels, and an addendum. And the purpose of the addendum was to address 13 recommendations published by the joint panels saying if you'd only done this, if you'd only done that, then you'd have a safe product, or at least that was FDA's interpretation. It's not really what the joint panel said, but let's take the final rule for what it is. We've got this addendum, we have 13 recommendations from the joint panels, and underneath every recommendation, we have 13 responses by FDA. Just one problem. Of the 13 recommendations, FDA declined to undertake 8 of them. So if you do the math, you come to the realization that they only undertook 5 of the 13 recommendations. If I give my 14-year-old son 13 chores to do and he only does 5, he's probably going to be in trouble. But that's what FDA did. They told us that the addendum was the gold standard response to the recommendations of the joint panels, and in fact it was actually an undertaking of only a fraction of the recommendations. And oh, by the way, where they actually did respond to the recommendations of the joint panel, they did so in a way that was again distorted, fraudulent, and not responsive.